Hey guys, today I have an extra large capacity Kenmore direct drive washer and a GE electric dryer. Got them sitting up here side by side. They're obviously not matching, however, they're well matched. They do a good job. And this one I've got running here, heavy duty. Got it about I'd say large, not as full as you could pack it, but a bunch of cleaning towels I put in there. Set it to large, did it on warm, and of course I always run a few loads through here. This is number 4, that's why I didn't really max it out. It's because the 4th time I'm running through, checking all of these, making sure everything works perfect on it. Always check the switches and make sure it hits the right amount of water. We lift this up, it's gonna pause it, and as you can see, it's getting things moving. A little bit of soap residue left. I don't do every single load with soap, but I do the first one with it. This is a little different style agitator. I like to show how these spin, but this style here, where it's a solid piece that goes all the way to the bottom, there's no top or bottom to it. You can't move this really one way or the other. Sometimes when it's completely empty, you can just kind of freely spin it, but it's not the ratcheting type. So, you know, if you have that style, it just kind of does its thing. They don't really go out, which is great when you're talking about a center agitator post. But yeah, doing a good job here. You can hear it kicking on the agitator, which means the agitator is going back and forth. And what I'm gonna do is show you that it drains the water out and has a nice, fast, smooth final spin cycle. When it's done, we'll move the clothes over here to the dryer and we'll kind of show off the dryer working. Now in the video, sometimes these videos are weird and it makes it look like some of these lights are flashing, but they're not. They're not flashing. In the video, it shows up that way, and probably because of the 120 hertz on the screen. I don't really know. But I'm gonna show you that everything on here is also working perfect. Tons of options that you can choose from here. We're gonna set this to high. We'll do time dry probably. And it's got also has a real nice bright light on the inside. Lint trap that you wanna make sure is clean before every single load. But we'll come back to that when we're done with this. All right, moved out of the wash cycle, moving into the rinse cycle. You can hear it drain. Draining nice and fast. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna drain, then it'll switch over and spin to extract the soapy water out of the clothes, and then fill back up with fresh water for the rinse cycle. Then it'll drain once again after it agitates for a bit, and we'll be on to the final spin cycle. And that's what I'm gonna come back for next. All right, we're back, rinse cycle. It's filled back up with fresh water now, and it's giving it a good agitate. Next it'll drain out, and I'll come back for that final spin. All right, we have come to a point now where it's moving into the spin cycle. It has drained all the water out, and it's just started spinning. And so it's gonna take a couple minutes to get up to full speed. Kind of starts out slow. Faster it moves, the more water's extracted. The lighter the clothes become, the faster it spins. You can hear it throwing a little bit of extra water on there, just as a part of the final rinse, if you want to call it that. So we'll let it go ahead and get up to full speed, and I'll come back. Now when I lift the lid up and it's moving full speed, you'll get to see it spinning, and it'll shut the machine down because there's a safety switch on there. But you'll at least get to see it spinning full speed, even though it'll shut down. That way you know it's spinning like it's supposed to, and it's getting started right now. So I'll give that about 2 minutes to get up to full speed. Now we're up and running full speed, so let's go ahead and lift this up. There you go, you can see it, nice, balanced. Working perfect. So now I'll go ahead and let that finish up completely. Then we'll move the clothes over to the dryer, and I'll show you that the dryer runs perfect, sounds great, and is heating like it's supposed to. Well, that washer's finishing up. I've had the dryer running for just about 1 minute, almost 2 minutes. I'm gonna show you while it's empty that it is heating like it's supposed to. So right in between those 2 red dots, taking a surface temperature measurement. It says about 64, 65 degrees just on the outside of the machine. If I shine it on the concrete floor, it's about 60 degrees there. So let's go ahead and open this up. You see it just running there empty. But the heat on this one's gonna come right out of the back. You see it's plenty of heat coming out of the back there. Now sometimes this grate back here will get up, I mean anywhere between 130 all the way up to 190 degrees, depending on how long it's been running. And then that'll heat the inside of your dryer, your clothes. The air circulates and comes here, out here, down and out the back of your machine. That's why it's super important to make sure that this is clean before each load, so that you have nice proper airflow through here. But some of the other dryers that I do, the grate where the heat comes out can get extremely hot, just a very small grate, a concentrated part of where the heat comes out. These actually do a good job because that heating element is dispersed between this entire back wall here. So you just get a much more even heat that comes out evenly. Does a little better job drying the clothes. So, and actually this is done. So let's go ahead and open this up. Show you that these clothes nice and light, nice and spun out. There's just a bunch of cleaning towels here. So that's good to go. I'll use 2 hands and move these clothes over and show you what the dryer sounds like running those clothes. Okay, so now the washer's cleaned out. Pretty good capacity size there. Some instructions for how to operate the washer right there. Over here, and this is what it's gonna sound like as it tumbles and dries those clothes. As you can see, sounds great. Nice smooth operation. And we already know it is heating correctly. Show you on the back side here. That's not actually going anywhere, but you can see shoot this right inside there. It's nice and hot. Plenty of heat coming out the back side there too. By the time it reaches here, it's cooled off a little bit, but like I said, it should hit about that 90-95 mark by the time it rolls out the back here. And if you don't want it too hot, say the inside, you know, if you're drying something really delicate and this getting up here around 130 or even 190 eventually is too high for you, what you do is you just lower your heat. You have delicate items, so you can set that really low, extra low, and there's even an air fluff, which is no heat, but you can feel the heat coming off of that there. And it's nice and hot as it is, and I kind of just let it rip, especially for towels. All right, there you have it. The whole reason I do these videos is so you know when you get it home, plug it in, it'll be good to go and everything's gonna work perfect on them. So I'll go ahead and get them listed up for sale. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. And I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks, you guys have a great day.